10 things to help you ace your interview. In the current economic climate, many people may be facing redundancies or new graduates may be applying for their first role. Whether you are new to the job market or an experienced individual, here are some tips that will help you ace the big day. 1. Look the part. Part of your first impression to the interviewer is the way you look and dress. Generally, for an interview you want to be wearing a smart outfit. For men, this is likely to be your best suit, shirt and tie. For women, this will likely be a blouse with suit trousers or a statement dress. Make sure that you try your outfit on beforehand and ensure that you iron all the creases out. Give your hair a comb through and make sure it looks neat and presentable. This will give the interviewer the impression that you are serious about the role you have applied for. 2. Know your CV inside out. It is likely that prior to the interview you had to submit your CV for initial screening. More often than not, the interviewer will have a copy of your CV to hand and will have questions about your experience. To be on the safe side, bring a copy of your latest CV just in case. When preparing for your interview, ensure that you know every part of it like the back of your hand. Look for any areas of your CV where the interviewer might have the opportunity to pick holes or question your experience. Make sure that you have strong, practical examples ready to support your CV. 3. Practice common interview questions. There are usually some very common questions that are asked during interviews. They will likely be a mixture of behavioral and competency-based questions. Behavioral-based questions will focus on how you would react to specific situations. These will likely involve things such as conflict resolution and motivating a team. Competency-based questions will focus on your experience. You will be asked to give examples of when you have displayed a specific competency. This could be things such as when you solved a difficult problem, or a situation where you showed leadership qualities. In addition to these, you are likely to be asked why you chose to apply for their company and why that specific role. Please see the link in the description for a comprehensive list of common questions. 4. Technology. Given the current situation that we face, it may be that the interview will be conducted in a different manner to a traditional interview. It may be that you are first asked to have a telephone interview. If that is the case, you should bear in mind whether you get good phone reception in your area. Ensure that you are in a quiet room in the house and tell anyone else who is in the house to not disturb you during the interview. In a traditional face-to-face interview, you will be able to articulate yourself visually through body language such as hand gestures. This is obviously not possible in a phone interview, and therefore you should practice putting this across in your voice. Practice different intonations to emphasize specific points in a sentence, and also practice speaking at a steady pace. Zoom has taken over the world, and a video interview is likely to be a common option among employers. Similar to the telephone interview, ensure you have a strong internet connection and that you won't be disturbed during the interview. Make sure that you are in a well-lit room that is neat and tidy. 5. Practice in the mirror. This may seem like a very vain thing to do, but it is honestly one of the best ways to prepare for your interview. Think about it, you are actually seeing yourself exactly how the interviewer would see you. In this way you can pick up on any bad habits that you may have not noticed at first. This could be things such as nervously rubbing your hands together. It may also help you to improve your body language and project an image of self-confidence to the interviewer. 6. Do your research. You are almost guaranteed to be asked why you want to work for this company. Spend a few hours digging into the company. Look at what they stand for, what they have achieved and what they are looking to achieve. See if they are working on any interesting projects, whether that is projects internally at the company or projects that help to benefit the local community. All of these things will show that you have a genuine interest in the company and help you go a long way to impressing the interviewer. 7. Group interviews. There will be some interviews that take place with a group of other potential candidates. You may be presented with an issue and asked to work as a team to find a solution. It is important to be confident and assertive with your opinions, but to also ensure that you are respectful of everyone else's opinions and give everyone time to have their say. At the end of the day, it is more than likely that the employer is not looking for the right answer, but rather to gauge how you work in a team and whether or not you can be persuasive with your arguments. This is a very powerful skill to have at your disposal and shows genuine leadership potential. 8. Be on time. This may sound obvious, but make sure you get to your interview at least 15 minutes early. A recent survey showed that 93% of employers say tardiness will affect a candidate's chances. Being on time shows that you can stick to a plan or schedule and that you can be organized with your time. This is a very important skill to have, especially if your role is customer or client-facing. Being 15 minutes early allows you to collect your thoughts before going in and also means that the interviewer is not waiting for you. 9. Question time. At the end of an interview, you are likely to be asked if you have any questions you want to ask. Use this as an opportunity to gain further insight into the business and role, as well as show your genuine interest in the company. For example, you could ask what the company's goals are in the next 5 years and then follow on from that by asking how your role would fit into helping the business achieve those goals. Try to steer away from questions such as what are the working hours and things that may be interpreted the wrong way. Make sure to end the interview by thanking the interviewer for their time and that you look forward to hearing back from them. 10. Following up on an interview. An important part of the whole process is following up after the interview. The worst thing you can do is nothing at all. That's not to say call them up the next day to ask if you got the job or not. Sometimes you will not be the only candidate and therefore it may take some time for them to interview all the candidates and discuss who to hire. Try to remain calm and patient, they will get back to you when they have made a decision. In such a competitive world, it is unfortunately the case that you may not always get offered the job. You should take each interview process as a learning experience that you can take forward to the next interview. Keep any prep work you did as it may be transferable to future interviews. It is important to still follow up with the company if you did not get the job and ask for some feedback points. Although not all companies will get back to you with individual feedback, a surprising number will give you the time, so it's always worth trying. In a world of uncertainty, we hope that this video can help you to ace your interview and get that dream job. Stay positive and be confident in your abilities and experience, and we're sure it will shine through in the interview. Good luck! Hopefully this video has taught you something new that you can take to your next interview. Check out some of our other videos for other lifestyle tips. Thanks for watching. Please follow us on Instagram at random=life and subscribe to our YouTube channel, if you enjoy the content. We upload twice a week. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.